Good night, guys. I'm back. If y'all can hear my music, well, I'm sorry. My speaker is dead. So sorry about that. This is the artist that I'm about to interview. Her name is One Gods. Here on this platform, of course. So yeah. Good night, guys. Good night, everybody. Jetty, blessed yourself. Sean, blessed yourself. And of course, Russ, Kimani, blessed yourself. I don't know if y'all can understand everything she's saying. She sounds like a real straight Yankee. But she doing her thing. Can't take that from her. This song is called Switch Position, of course. Let me jump to the other song real quick before she joined the live. I was trying to cut my interviews them down, but that what seems to be happening these days. My God, bless up yourself. I'm just running your tune in the meanwhile before I add you to the live. Terry, want to join the live? No problem. I don't mind adding somebody before the artist is on the live, because once the artist is on the live, I do not add people because it's too distracting. So, Terry Brown. Good night, Terry. How are you doing? Let me turn it down a little bit. Terry, I'm not hearing you. Terry, you need to turn your volume up. I'm not hearing you. Bless up yourself. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm just, running One God her songs. And then I'm going to add her to the live real quick. So, once I go live with an artist, I don't add people because, like I said, it can be quite distracting. So, yeah. So, I got one more song to go. And then I will go ahead and add her. No man is an island, no man stands alone. Just stop all this violence, open your doors and let love into your heart. No time for crying, let's make this house a home. Chicago? Am I pronouncing that right? Bless up yourself. Everybody in the life, bless up yourselves. And now
Simple Bro, bless up your soul. Toxic Vision Records, bless up your soul. I lost half of my papers. What happened? My son be messing with my paperwork, man. My little boy. All right. I got one more song to play. And then I'm gonna basically add her. So let me just run down here. And then we go. This is a new tune. I think this is the latest one. It's called Something Wine. I haven't checked it as yet. Yeah, it's called Wine. I don't know the lyrics because I just got it. Wine, 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 wine. Touch on me a wine and I dip so. Cut it up, next style, make it wine, no. Pull it forward, push it back, then you let it go. Wine, 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 wine. When we stepping out the place, what me have on me waist and me sexy as fuck. DJ, I'ma say, woman, you look so good, I'ma pull up the track. That man off, he smile up and face, look, man off, he get out of the top. Woman, you wine and a dip so. Cock it up with style, pull it forward, push it back and I did dance. Music when it hits you feel no pain. It's too hot in the place and me know in a that. Don't wish to drink from me frock. Stop speak when you talk, me can't stand that. Woman, like it slow and tick tock. From the front and the back, woman, wine from the cock. Watch on me a wine and a dip so. Cock it up with style, make the boy know. Pull it forward, push it back, then me let it go. Wine, 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 wine. Watch on me a wine and a dip so. Cock it up with style, make the boy know. Pull it forward, push it back, then me let it go. Wine, 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 me up. Wine it up, got me serious. When me dip so, man, got me serious. Cock it up. Good night, good night, good night, good night. What am I seeing? OxyClean. Baking soda. You need to flip your camera, sweetheart. Flip your camera back to you.
Working on it right now. Oh,
That's the baby promo. Bless yourself.
hold on, hold on. You step on me. This is terrible for me. I hate it.
If you look where you see my picture, do you see like two arrows, one going this way and one going that way? That's how you flip your camera.
I don't see the next. Oh, what's it?
You will be up top. So where you are up top, you see two arrows, one going left, one going right. If you click on it.
Yeah, but let me see. Hold on for just a second. I'm gonna leave and come back. All right.
All right, no problem. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. So yeah, those were the songs. I actually like this one, Switch Position. Good night, Volume 6. Bless up yourself. All right, she's back.
So upset here. Okay, I'm looking for this arrow that you're talking about.
Listen. Up top, you're gonna see a mic. You're gonna see a camera. You see two arrow, like in a circle. One going that way, one going that way, and then you see 3 stars.
Yeah, that's the thing. My camera isn't up top, and I don't know what is going on with this.
Hold on. Let me jump on my other phone and see if it is showing me something different. Then I could tell you what to do. Because I guess every phone is different.
I don't know what is going on.
Hold on. I don't know how to tell you how to flip your camera, but like I am up top, and in your space, I think like I said, icons, like a mic, a camera, a circle, one right, arrows, and then you have like 3 stars.
I don't have any of that like this. You know what? I know it. Just hang up. I'm gonna leave again. I got another one. I'm gonna come on. All right? No,
no problem. Do your thing. No problem.
I apologize. I got this one right here.
Sound ready? Yourself.
We're trying to get her to flip the camera around.
So we're gonna leave here, and I'm gonna request you here. And let's see if this one does any better. Nope, it's still doing the same thing. See that?
No, but can you see the four icons on top where you see Mike?
Baby? You see, I don't have any icons up there, do I?
You said it's like you're here.
Hold on. Let me see if I could do something. Hold on. Let me try and join the live with my other phone.
If you would request, I should still be able to see her because I've done live before. This is crazy. Me either.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to log on with my other phone so I could tell you what to do.
Yeah, I apologize. I've never experienced this actually. Like,
One. I'm just hold on. My bad.
yeah, I don't have a microphone or anything.
All right. Hang on. I was just trying to see if I could. I'm not gonna lie. On this phone that I try to log on to, it's not showing me how to flip the camera either. So
I don't know what's going on with this.
do your front camera work on your phone?
Yeah, it works great.
Oh, that's weird. Guys, could you, if you guys want to chime in and tell her how to flip her phone? Because I'm not gonna lie, just now I tried to join a live and it would not give me an option to flip my screen as well. So, I don't know. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's all right. Okay, I'm trying to get her back. Santos, bless up yourself. Goedenavond, schat. Oh, okay. Raskimani say you gotta look for like the two, what do you call those? In Dutch we call them uitroepteken. I don't know the English word. That's so bad. I don't even know the English word in my own language. That is so bad. I've been living in this country for too long. In Dutch we call them haakjes. Tussen twee haakjes. Santos, what is haakjes in English? Help me out. I don't know the English word. All right, there you go.
Okay, I just can't see anything. Let me look in this phone here, and that'll be great for me. Then I can at least.
98 bless up yourself.
Let me tell you, I just tried to send the request, and it wouldn't even allow me to send it. So it looked like the Babylon then one block me up.
I tell the devil is a liar.
For real. All right. Yeah, I just
all right, so guys, this is the artist One Gods, as you can see on her platform. There's two names there. It is whatever you choose to use, but her artist name is Gods with an S, so Gods, Gods. Yeah. But we're gonna use the name on the platform because that's where you can find her quicker, of course, if you're trying to find her on IG itself. So, One Gods, how are you doing? Finally.
Super duper wonderful, finally. Look, I have to look at myself on the little phone here. So anyway. I am good.
All right. It's a pleasure to have you over here on the Net Jam platform. I see Terry. I don't think I met you through Terry. I'm not sure. Or if he refer you to me or I found you myself, I'm not sure. But I see that we have a couple mutual friends and Terry Brown, bless up yourself. That's the yellow icon. Yes, Mr. Records himself, bless up yourself. So, jump in the questions in real quick. First, I want you to introduce yourself to the audience, yours as much as mine, and then I will definitely take it from there.
Okay, I am Chandria, the one goddess, and that's how we come with that one gods. Just it's easy to put it on Instagram, but I go by goddess, and every now and then I fling out the one in front of it because it's only one me. So Chandria, the one goddess. There.
But what name do you want me to refer you I gotta call your name like
Goddess. You're gonna call me goddess.
got it. Cool, man, because you are a goddess in your rights, most definitely. All right, goddess. Okay, let me ask you this. Are you Jamaican or what? Because I'm kind of confused.
I'm American. You know what I don't. I'm born in America. Okay.
Okay.
Um, us as black people, wherever we are, we like related some type of way, so we don't know where we're from a lot of times, and that's
Yeah.
I'm born here. Um, I'm born in America. Love the vibes. Like I didn't meet anyone.
Your other phone, you need to turn your other phone, turn the volume down because I'm having an echo from your other phone because I have the same thing as well, but I have to turn off the volume from this one as well. Turn on the volume all the way.
No. Oh my God, is that it? No.
The volume is on the side of the phone. Just turn the sound down. You can
Yeah,
keep it on, you don't have to jump off, just turn the sound down. Because then I'm hearing you and I'm hearing the other phone as well.
You can still hear it.
Yeah, no, it's gone. I'm not hearing it anymore.
That's it. All right.
All right. So yeah, that's it. When it comes to music have no race, have no genre. And that's the best thing about music. As long as you love the heart for the music, it doesn't matter what language it's in. That's it. Period. Um, Goddess, let me ask you this, yeah? Why did you choose to do reggae music? Because that's what you sing. You sing reggae music. Why did you choose reggae music?
Because I love it. To be honest, I love reggae music, but I want to say Jamaican music, because
Oh, yeah, the reggae dance. Oh, yes.
it's the vibe, the rhythm is so captivating.
Yeah, got you. Got you. All right. What got you started into this music industry? And it don't have to be per se Jamaican music. Could be that you started out doing American music in general, rap, R&B, those kind of music. But why did you make that change? Like, when did you start in the first place?
Well, when it comes to entertaining, it's always entertaining. I was always I was already used to being on stage. I have a twin sister, so we danced. But
I know I see. I know I'm not crazy because I was on your page. I'm like, is this the same person or is she a twin? Am I seeing doubles? I don't get it. But now you say you got a twin. I know I wasn't crazy last night. I was probably a little bit higher drinking, but I ain't crazy.
I have a twin sister, and we dance. I'm from Gainesville, Florida, originally. So, but I had a desire. Okay, when I was about 8 years old, I heard Bob Marley's "In Vain for Your Love," and I used to sit in front of the HBO. It's like a certain time they had the videos. So so I would be perched waiting for that song. So I know it was a vibration because at that age, that song took over music. Like I always loved music. I danced to different type of musics, but any sound anywhere, it would captivate me, like to where I could just stay there. Whatever I was doing, if it was a hangout, I would end my hangout where I found the music. So
Yeah, got you on that one. That's the thing with music. It doesn't matter what language it is. Once that vibration hits, that energy is over. Because like me, I love to listen to Ethiopian music and I watch the videos. Don't ask me what they sing. I just know I like.
Like what can you say? Not,
And
not
that's
even,
it.
not even knowing the words. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. I'd be like shaking my shoulder like baby.
Like Bob said, just
Yes, music when it hits you, feel no pain. Got it. Let me ask you this, yeah? I guess Bob Marley was your inspiration to even jump into this genre of music. But do you think in the future or maybe in the past that you would like do other kind of music like a whole entire like R&B, like American style music that Americans be singing, rap, whatever, gospel, not gospel, but um old school Motown stuff like that. Is that something that you could see yourself doing, or you're like, nah, I'll just stick to
to be honest, I think, really whatever comes my way, it's because I like doing the reggae music or the dance
yeah,
halls. Why? Because I feel it. But I can write. So, if it's like maybe like a trap vibes or a R&B vibe that I actually not reggae or dance hall. It's just
yeah.
so yeah, I won't say no to that. If it
Do
came
you
to,
do you think you could jump on an Afrobeat album or Afrobeat rhythm?
oh yeah, I have jumped on Afrobeat rhythm. So that I'll share something with you another time. I'll send you something. But yes,
Definitely, definitely.
definitely, I
Okay,
love.
okay. When it comes to this career, this music industry that you're in, why did you choose this? And there's any other um is there any other hobbies or job that you're doing apart from music? Do you
I'm
do
a,
anything, or are you just a musician?
I'm a cosmetologist and a master barber. So that's my first thing. These hands, I, I, I have a number of skills. I'll cater something sometimes. I'm a hustler, so I may, go to a
Yeah.
market and also some food. I'm crocheting right now, and I do good, but I can't say I'm the best crochet. Like it takes some skills to get fast and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to start a little crochet project in Jamaica, really. With some youths, if it's possible. When I go there in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna teach a couple of people
Yeah.
to.
That crochet is in, especially with them like swimwears and being on the beach rocking your little crochet. Yeah, it works. Trust me. If
But
it's a way that you can teach somebody you can definitely eat some food off of that, like no joke.
yeah,
Definitely, definitely. All
it
right,
can be definitely.
all right. Let me ask you this, yeah? Um, when it comes to composing your songs, putting your songs together, whether it's at home, if you have a studio at home, or just going to the studio itself, how is that process for you putting a whole entire song together?
Whew, sometimes it can be difficult. Lately, it's been because I got a friend that I've been working with. Between we both need some type of work, and then he is willing to exercise. And I noticed with the exercising, like I'm not great with freestyling, but
Yeah,
play and just picking up the vibes and choosing some words here and some there. I mean, as long as I'm in the mood to write, um, words just come. So for me, it's just the vibes. Play the music, you know, sip, little sip, and and just go at it. The music will bring something. It's a vibes alone. It's a spiritual
and,
thing.
and do you write your own songs? Do you write your own lyrics? You do? How is that process? Are you the type of artist that um like when it's time to put a music together, you base it off of your life living, your surrounding. Um,
Not necessarily. I have a few life songs, some part in my life where things happened, but I'm capable of feeling the rhythm, like just kind of feeling.
yeah,
The rhythm has a voice too. When someone builds a beat, they'll actually put something that's speaking for the rhythm.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what I mean, for me, I would imagine most people who can build from the rhythm doesn't like that, but it has something to say. Even the person will give the rhythm a name, and a lot of time you can actually hear it in the rhythm. So that makes it a little easier.
All right. If you could classify yourself, the artist that you are, which genre would you put yourself?
World music,
There you go. Versatile.
music, definitely.
Hold on, just yeah. All right. Um, could you tell me a little bit about your inspiration when it comes to the music? And collaboration wise, who would you like to do a collab with and why? And again, it don't have to be a Jamaican artist. Could be
We'll be able to make it for sure, because I love the music. Even though, let me see, is there artists here that I would actually like to do music with? Well, without me thinking, I'm just going to tell you straight up. I would love to do a collab with Miguel.
who?
Sizzla Kalonji.
Oh, Sizzler, most definitely. You can't go wrong with that. Definitely. And it's so crazy. Most Jamaican, when I tell them it don't have to be a local artist, the first thing they will go with the Beyoncés and the Jay-Z's and the Rihanna. And there you, as American, comes with, no, I would like to do a collab with Sizzler. It's so crazy.
It's
I got you. I got you. Okay. How has the music industry treated you so far? How is the industry when it comes to putting out your stuff and getting the recognition and getting the exposure? How is the industry treating you so far?
honest. With the little bit of work that I have done, just a little
Yeah.
bit. I
Yeah.
don't want people behind me, but other artists, local artists, some well-known artists that I've shared my music with, I really get a great response. I would like to say, if I didn't procrastinate so much on getting some of my music out, because I actually have
Yeah.
quite,
Yeah.
like, I surprise people when they know how much songs I have.
Yeah.
But I've been treated well. Like, to be honest, I feel like I'm famous already, and a lot of people don't know me because of the treatment that I
Well,
get.
I've seen you with a lot of famous people as well on your platform. So basically, you're known within the industry. Let's be honest. Maybe you're not out there when it comes to your career, but the musicians, they know who you are. So that's a plus
And
right there. All right. If the opportunity should present itself to you right now and they want an album, do you have the material to put out an album within a month? You got 6 weeks to put out an album. Do you have all your materials?
do it.
Good.
You're gonna send somebody my way, must be, because I'm ready for them.
Ready. Yeah. Ready. Yes. All right. Goddess, let me ask you this, yeah? How would you how all right, let me jump back. We're going back down to the whole entire lockdown. First, before I get there, how long have you been doing this? How long have you been in a career in the music industry?
I'm gonna say at least 14 years. That would be starting with I'm not gonna say, yeah, I guess you would say open mic. When you're on the Jamaican style open, the Jamaican style open mic is like, music playing. club or wherever it is, and the artists there just fighting over the mic pretty much. But
Yeah. I know that one because I lived in Miami for 2 years as well. A couple of years back, I came to visit my family. I'm like, I ain't coming back to Europe. So I was there for about a good 2 years. Love Miami. But anywho, okay, so let me jump back to my actual question was how have you been able to use social media during the time that we was on a whole lockdown period? How much of the internet did you like used, and how much exposure did you gain from it?
I'm not
And
gonna say.
even now as well.
Well, I think now it's better, and I don't think it's necessarily because of the internet. I think it's more so um, traveling, and meeting people face to face, because I'm not really like, now is going to be the time that I'm spending more time on Instagram. I'm doing some works to get accounts connected together, all of the advertising, the
Your
reels.
followers ups and your views, yeah.
Yeah. So, now time, but I know how handy it is, because I've actually met artists, and we became friends over this internet thing. So
Actually is. You gotta use the internet. I say this to all my artists. Use the internet. That's what it's for. Right now, back in the days, like you've been in the industry for 14 years. So if I should take it back about 20 years, 30 years back, yeah? I don't know how old you are, but yeah, I'm over the 40, so I'm taking it 30 years back. Back then it would have been flyers that have been put up on the walls and the light posts and stuff like that. And it would be like on the radio. That's how people got their exposure back then. Now you got the internet, you got millions of people at the tip of your finger. Millions worldwide. You understand? So if you do not use the internet right now, because like a lot of independent artists are getting exposure and they're not even signed to a label, and it's all because it's the internet. You better use this, baby. This is your playground. Play, play,
I'm gonna play.
play, sweetheart. Play. Go live once a week. Chop it up with your fans. Make new fans. Meet new people. Add a couple of artists while you go live. Tag them in your feeds. Stuff like that. Like, use it. It's there for you to use. It's your playground, sweetheart. Run with it. Go on the monkey bars. Go on the seesaw. Play.
Encouragement, but like I said, I know this playground need to be played in, because I've already
And that's where you're going to get your exposure, sweetheart. That's where you're going to get your exposure, because going to Jamaica is fine and dandy, and going to the parties and going to the clubs and meeting the artists, the local artists is fine and dandy. But if you want to up your career, you want to take it a step further than just going to Jamaica or just being in the States, the internet. You're going to be in Bangladesh next week. You're going to be in India.
to the Netherlands. I was like, all right, that sounds.
Where are you now? You're in Holland. You're in Europe. What are you talking about?
One time, boom. Thank you,
There you
T-Link.
go. Use the internet, sweetheart. Use the internet. It's at your tip of your finger. I don't know if you got kids. The kids are more up to date with these social media stuff. Let them upload your stuff. Make a couple video, upload it. You don't even have to go live if you don't want to. But try and upload 1 or 2 songs a month. Try to go live at least once a month. Like keep active. Keep active on the internet. I promise you it will pan out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you, I got my little notebook too. So.
All right. Let me jump back to my questions real quick. What has been one of the hardest thing for you to go through since you started in this industry that had you thinking, you know what? I don't want to do this. I'm done with the music industry because this is too hard, or this is too difficult, or there's too much of a quote unquote bad mind thing, bad mind people, which Jamaican be talking, bad mind here, bad mind there. Have you ever had a moment where you feel like I'm done?
It's a bad mind thing, bad mind people type of business too. you
Yeah,
know.
it's a cutthroat business. It's a cutthroat business. It's normal.
And to be honest, what makes me, I don't know if I've ever had a time where I said I didn't want to do it. Since I see and how, this, it's an in the industry for me, just smooth, and maybe for some men too, I don't know, but for women, for me, it
You
hasn't.
gotta fight Mike Tyson up in this bitch. You gotta
Yeah.
come hard. You gotta come harder than the man.
And
The
then,
man them.
or to get things done, like me, I'm the type of woman, I draw a strong energy from, I'm gonna say, people.
Yeah.
So it could be, I mean, I can be ready to pay for my car to get fixed, and the brother don't want to fix it because he's looking at the bumper. It's weird like that. Music can be like that sometimes. You want to get a project done, but the people may not want to fix your music right. It's like something has to be going on because there's not a interest, and I'm not even going to say a relationship, but maybe being physical or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because all right, I understand fully what you're saying. Back then, to get your career up and boosting, it's either you have to be sleeping with the promoter, you gotta be sleeping with the producer, you gotta be sleeping with the man that's in the studio, you gotta be sleeping with the gate man to get in. As a female, you gotta be on your back, basically. Now we're in an era where you gotta let yourself be heard
Well,
and
see,
keep your clothes on. You gotta be as loud mouth as you can. You gotta be like, that's not what I want. That's not what I come for. And like, if it's yours, and nobody can take it away from you. You can't be closed mouth doesn't get fed,
I've
quote
never had
unquote.
it because no inner that at all. I'm just like,
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
me,
so basically, if you don't let yourself be heard, especially as a female in this industry, because all the female before you fought their way to get where they are today. That's included the Maca Diamond and Eva Spice. I hope she's doing well. Bless her in her ongoing situation right now. And the Lady G and the Lady Saw and all those females before them, they literally had to fight to get where they are today. And they're
and
still fighting. This is a male dominating
it's still the
business.
same. It's still the same. I mean, like, you do have your platform. You have your platform, but for me, let me just say it like this. Um, I'm not in a rush. Like, when it comes to the music industry, one thing that I understand is that if you want to do music, right, you just do it. You
Yeah.
want to, yeah, like, I'm good with going to some of the local things. We have an event here on the 19th. I'm known here as a good artist, so I'm called for shows. In Jamaica, great things happened when I was there, and thanks to T. Lynch, I ended up actually I mean, to me, it's one of the greatest things that happened in life. But through patience, just sometimes we have to vision what we want and allow it to come, especially knowing that it's not just the easiest walk. It takes money, it takes time. I have a situation going on in my life. More,
I read Charles, look at yourself.
huh?
Yeah. No, I was just ailing up some people that's like Iroka Styles that is blessing you up, and I did an interview with him, so I'm just blessing him back. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't even look at myself, but um, look at me anyway. Yeah, to me, since I just accept music, like, I do not have to be a millionaire off of doing music. I'm open to money through multiple sources. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm
yeah. Because it's not your only source of income. Get
saying?
that. Definitely.
And
Definitely.
if I want to keep enjoying doing it, for me, I call it take my time. In Jamaica, they say take your time. I take my time.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
what's going to happen, great things happen, and I accept that. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm
Because what's yours is yours, and then nobody can take it away. But that's where the internet comes in, where you don't have to be signed to a label to get that bus. Like, you know, like a Jamaican, they were like, yeah, I am balloon in a bus, but the
Yeah,
internet have taught us.
I'm learning about even doing shows. Okay, when you get your pages right and get your little legal papers right and all of those things, there's shows that when you're part of a show, you're able to document that. You get paid for
All
that.
right, let me ask you this: how, because you brought up legal papers, how is your royalties, your copyrights? Is that in order, first
That's
and foremost?
Yes, that's like for me, if I don't got anything else together, that's the one thing. Because I mean, for me, somebody may want to do the song and they can sing the song too. I'm not really like a slackness performance, but I can
Yeah.
write. You know what
It
I'm
doesn't
saying?
matter what kind of performance you are. It's about, do you have rights to your material? Do you have rights to your stuff? Can somebody come and steal it and make millions off of it and you don't see a dollar?
So this is what I'm saying. Having copyrights and stuff done, versus whether you actually out singing and stuff. Like if you're sharing your stuff, or like you're saying, promoting it, people need writers also. So that's why I think copyright needs to be in line. Okay, for me,
As long as an independent artist, you have, not only as an independent artist, but even if you're signed to a label, you still got to make sure that whatever is yours, and nobody can take your percentage when the time comes for the cash that you pay out. Whether it's 10 years from now or 5 years from now or next week, I don't care. Make sure your paperwork is up. I cannot preach enough as artists. Make sure your royalties and your copyrights and your sheets and all that stuff is up to date. Like, don't play with it. Don't. That's where the money comes in. Your royalties. If anything should happen to you in the future, and you put out a song and the song start making millions, that money goes automatically to your family, goes to your kids, go to your moms. If it's doing your twins, it goes to your twins. Whosoever is in line will be collecting because your royalties up. And no promoter or record label or producer gonna take 90% and you're only getting 10 because you didn't do your due diligence when it comes to the industry. And this is a never-ending story. I'm gonna jump off this topic
yeah, but
because
that's
I
not.
can go on and on and on, and it never stops.
I'm gonna tell you the advantage for me when I first started going to a real studio, like getting real recording. The first thing that the engineer did as Trackset Studio, he shared with me the business book for music. I'm
Yeah, yeah.
good stuff in there. So that part,
Limited copyright goes. Okay, I'm just reading what somebody Tef met had put on the copyrights platform, so I'm gonna check that out tonight as well. I like when people give me information that I didn't know, so I could also inform people when it comes to stuff like this. So this copyright platform that he gave me, I didn't know about it. This is bmicopyrights.gov. So yeah.
so that's
We're gonna-
when I first started going to the studio, those were things that I put in order. And that's kind of difficult for me because it's like a lot of head work. Like there's things there's a reason why I take my time in the music. Like when I tell you I'm not in a head rush to just
Yeah, you're taking it one day at a time, definitely. But if the opportunity presents itself, like you said, you got your material to go full speed ahead. Definitely, I got you. I got you. I don't
I
even remember where I was with my questions.
could do 3 albums.
All right, I got it. I'm back. I'm back on track. Let's go. Like I said, this topic on copyrights and all that stuff, it's a never-ending topic. But let me get back to my question real quick. Do you have a particular artist that you would like to that's there your path apart from Bob Marley, of course? Is there any particular artist now that's booming and hit not an upcoming artist, but established in the business already that you would like to do a collaboration with, apart from Sizzler? Because you did say Sizzler, and of course, Bob Marley's dead, may God rest his soul. But apart from those two, who else would you like to work with?
Let me tell you who I think I would love to work with. I'm going to name two artists. The first one that came to my mind was Lady, because she is like favorite from old time. You know what I'm saying? Just a Lady G.
Oh, Lady G. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
But right now, at this time, I'm going to tell you is Tanya Stevens.
Oh, that's oh Lord, that's my girl. Like, she can do no wrong in my eyes. I don't care what nobody got to say. I love you from Tanya Stevens.
You know, she is just wonderful. She is wonderful.
Yes, and she's such a lyricist, like, and she's such an intelligent woman, and she be getting a lot of backlash because she have an opinion. She have her own mind, and she will tell you how she feel, and because of it, she's getting a lot of backlash. But hey, I'm her number one fan. I will root for that woman regardless. I don't care. She can do no wrong.
And one heart of love. Seriously.
Yep. Oh yeah, I see you have a lot of pictures with her as well.
I'm telling you. Okay, let me share something with you about myself. Okay, I have I want to say a superstar that I'm aware of. Just accept it. You know, it was strange for me, but when I went to Jamaica, my last trip to Jamaica, I went to the what is it called? Jam. Oh gosh, come on, help me with the name. They have it. They just had it in July. Jam Fest. Is that right?
Yeah.
No, not the Fun Fest. The Jamaican. Was it Jam Fest?
I would have to go check real quick. I'm not
okay.
Really...
You talk about a 5-day event. They have the Sound Clash. They have the one night. They have the DJ artists. One night, you know, the hip hop artists. And
Does
then
anybody know what she's talking about? Just jump in the comments real quick so we can just establish what it is. I haven't been home back in about 7 years.
Something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
The Sumfest. Okay. The first night when I got to the Sound Clash, I was just thinking to myself, you know, I wanted to get backstage so bad. And I was like, you know, just wondering how the spiritual energy was going to work, you know. And then these people that I went with, you know, this is, I want to say it's Wayne's manager. And Super Brown Entertainment. So I'm with her camera guy and her, they go backstage and I say, damn. You know, I say, oh, well, let me just cool out. Before you know it, the lady was like, what are you doing up here? You know, and she go and talk to the gate guy. I'm backstage. The next night when they have the hip hop, not hip hop artists, but the dance hall artists. Okay. Do not with you guys. You know? So when we got up there, everything happened. You know, I had my band, even though it was a general admission, I was right back VIP. But the third night, when I got there, I said, God, let me see how you're going to work for me, right? When they reached the place, oh gosh, I went back with no armband, no nothing. I mean, I was like I was an artist, a superstar. I was back with the artist. It was just super wonderful. So
that's what the Jamaican people, once they accept you, you're in. You're in.
So that's why, like, it's to me, I've been going to Jamaica a lot of years just for what happened this year. And the night that I met Tanya Stevens, I was ready to go out. I had a vision of her. When I saw her in Weddy Weddy, I was like, what? I was so wonderful.
I think you'll be partying hard when you go to Jamaica, though. Like,
you know what? It wasn't for
living your best life.
I was living my best life, but let me tell you, it was work. It was work to go to those parties for me because I'm not really a strong party person. So you know how Jamaica party. You can imagine going from one place to the next to, you know, it was an experience because I like to reach the artists.
But that's the best thing about Jamaica. You could go to any party, whether it's from Monday to Sunday, and you will definitely buck up one or two artists in that party. That's the best thing about Jamaica. Like, we know the United States is big, Europe is big. I could go to a club 10 times a day and I would never buck up not even one artist. Now go to Jamaica and go to a street party or even a club. I promise you, you will buck up on somebody up in that bitch. Definitely.
For sure, but yeah, I had a great time. I met a lot of artists, and now I'm going to be honest with you. And through that, to me, I see different connections. There's something I want to start.
Yeah.
Well, you already have it on your thing. This Yard Broad. I think
Yeah.
between artists, they should start linking together like hard.
From yard to abroad, that's like a slogan that we Jamaican, especially because we're abroad, we tend to use the slogan from yard to abroad, from Jamaica to any country in foreign, like we would say in Jamaica. So that's the slogan that we need to live by, and not saying that a lot of Jamaicans or artists not living up to it, but instead of using the slogan, we need to like literally do something with it. Because I got a lot of plans that I want to do myself. Starting January, I wanna come home. I haven't been home since the last time I went to Jamaica for my dad's funeral. That's like 6 years ago. I haven't been back since then. And now I have the push and the drive to want to come back home next year and do something completely different, especially in this platform that I'm on. And yeah, that's where I am. Next year, like, I wouldn't say January, February, nothing like that. Like in the summer, I'm definitely going home. If God spares life, I'm definitely coming home. And I got a lot of plans that I want to work on and get a lot of upcoming artists the promotion and the platform that they deserve, because a lot of upcoming artists, like they're talented as hell, but they're not getting the push and the drive that they deserve, because if you ain't got the money to have a team behind you, you're just like
That is it.
in a box. You're just in a box, like, and you don't have to have a lot of money to get to do the promotion. Your biggest promotion is the internet. Promote yourself. That's it. It all comes back down to the internet these days. Promote your damn self.
A lot of people, let me just say this. The music is a vibes. So it is great to get on, I mean, especially to share yourself, because you want to do it to reach somewhere. But to actually, if you're in the industry, to actually get on stage with other people that are doing music. So it doesn't have to be the big artists, but like right here, among me and some other artist colleagues, we get excited when we're going to do a show. We're not,
Definitely.
but yeah, some of the people that's on this live, the brother Tef Komet that you called out. There's a brother Dean Culture. There's a lot of artists around here. We've met artists. It's an artist thing. So to be an artist.
Since I started this platform, I have done more than 200 interviews, and I'm talking upcoming artists as much as artists that's established in the business. And sometimes I will go live doing my interview, and I will see some big names just pop up. And I'm like, oh, damn, y'all.
We love it. And thank
So
you.
it's like, yeah, they're watching. When you think they ain't, they are. That's when you put your best foot ahead.
And that's another thing to me, like I'm going to tell you, other artists watching you will create an audience for you too, because, people will be like, oh, this person is being followed by.
All right. Let me give you an example. We're going to break it down to female artists. Pampute, very talented within the business. I think she should have been a little bit further than where she is. And it took, not going to lie, Nicki Minaj to do a song with all these other 9 female artists, that song that just came out the other day, for her to actually now to get us a place, and Sting, Sting is in December. And I'm like, why did y'all wait so much years? Okay, Sting haven't been kept for a while. Sting been like on the back burner since the whole COVID thing. It's been like, I think like 4 years. There haven't been a Sting, about 4 or 5 years, if I'm right. But before that, she's been putting in the work. She's been promoting herself. She's been doing her own thing. Proud of her. Did an interview with her a couple months ago. Like, love Pampute, no joke. Very hardworking woman, very hardworking mom. But because she did a song with Nicki Minaj, Spice, again, girl, bless up yourself. I hope you get better real soon. It takes Nicki Minaj to come and put all these females together for Pampute to actually now get a place and stay.
Let me tell you something about, is it Pamputa? Pampute.
Pampute.
Let me just explain to you about this vibes. Pampute is someone that I just ran across her on the internet, and I liked her. So this is what I want to say about music. You have to be selected. There is something about entertainers, especially as stars, within their energy or something, because I didn't know her really as an artist, but she was on something and I just liked her. I went to her page, I looked at her, and I almost felt like a groupie when I saw her at Weddy Weddy. I'm being honest. I was like, oh, this is girl, I really like her on Facebook. And I saw
Yeah. But that's what I mean. She's been around for the last 10, 15 years, putting in the work, but she haven't got the recognition. And again, as a woman, if you don't come in like Hulk Hogan, little sister, and kick doors down and be boisterous and let them know I'm here to stay and I ain't going nowhere. Give me my flowers before it's too late. And now I'm like, it took, bless up Nicki Minaj. It took Nicki Minaj to come and put all these females together. Spice is in her own rights. She's famous by herself. Like, you understand? But it took this record to come out for her to actually now get a spot on Sting. I'm like, the hypocrisy within the music industry, it's foul.
So this,
Foul.
a while ago, you asked a question, and pretty much seeing that, just knowing that, you can just be diligent to your music and not get tied up. If you, let me tell you, trying to get up to that mic and different things can really tire you. So if it's like you want to manifest it. Just let it happen. Just keep going. Then you don't have to get upset or weary. You're not going to be sleeping around for music. Dash that one. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be fighting and doing underhanded stuff. Dash that one. Just
but
keep.
You have to do all of that to get where you need to go, because this industry is, you got to see it like it's a cake. There's a slice. It could even be the crumbs after the cake is dished out. There is crumbs. There's icing left on the cake board. That could be you. There's enough space for everybody. Everybody.
And that's how I see it. This last trip to Jamaica, there was Fun Fest. To me, that was like this Sun Fest as far as I was concerned. Because when I got up on that stage, I saw not just the American people that I know. I saw a crowd full of people never did see in my life. You know what I'm saying? And it was so many adults, there was children, and it was such, even one song, but it was one, and I did great. You know what I'm saying? I didn't crash, I didn't fall, get words. It was wonderful. It was fantastic.
And you know what I always say to especially the upcoming artists, as Jamaican artists, y'all don't even know the power y'all possess as an artist in general. The world. When I mean the world, even the fucking alien in space love reggae and dancehall music. Y'all don't even know how powerful y'all motherfuckers are. Y'all don't even know that not even the American industry, not even the European industry makes as much as music and influence on the world like y'all are. And it's a crab in a barrel mentality. Like, what are we doing? Take over the fucking world. You can't, sky's the limit. Take it over. What are you doing?
This is my message to amongst my friends, people that I know. I know about the hustle. I know about all of them stuff. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, I'm broke. I'm not. I'm blessed to come there. Like I would have to explain to people my blessing to come to Jamaica because it's not cheap, and I go yard style. Okay, that's what me I call myself. So you know how it's set. I just move like everybody else. Some things I've suffered in Jamaica. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Because remember, Jamaica is a country like this. It's maybe not as up and running like the rest of the world, but it's a country that's moving. It never stops. It rotates, and the world loves it. As much as the island is small and it's compact, it's bigger than the world itself. Like in Jamaica, we have a saying, "We're little but we talawa." Like literally just basically saying we may be a little island by itself, but we dominate the motherfucking world. Definitely, and that's the truth. And like it hurts my feelings when I see Jamaica going through some stuff right now with all these killings and stuff. Like y'all don't even know you're gods by yourself, man. You're gods. Like you dominate the fucking world. That's why they're keeping you down and making y'all killing each other. Like wake up and unite and take this bitch over.
Listen, if the people them just never went to work one day, do you know how much it would affect the whole of the place? The whole
done. Economy will crash. It will crumble like file paper. You know when you get a file paper, it just crumble like that. It will crumble.
The seriousness of it is that
Crumble.
if they didn't go to the airport, no motels, nothing.
Done. And all right, let me put it this way. And it all comes down to, and I guess we're going off topic because I even put my questions aside because we've been surpassed that. So I'm not even going to ask no more questions because now we're just holding the vibes. And this has nothing to do with race because I got nieces and nephews and cousins that's all races from Chinese, white, black, Indian. It's not about race.
American, whatever.
We as human beings don't realize that if we say enough is enough and we're done, even if it's the airport, the embassy, the market, the supermarket, I don't care. If we said enough is enough and we stop for a day, the economy is going to crash. It's done. It's over with.
Because you know why? I done been
When
to
enough is enough.
Yeah. And let me tell you, not only that, because I can see it with my own eyes, for one. If you give all the Chinese people all of them food stuff, everything that they need, and just one.
Don't get me started, please. Goddess, do not. That's a topic. I am not trying to go on. Do not get me started.
Let me just say what I wanted to say.
You know, see, don't even hear the evil.
No, eating off the street. If you didn't go to the store, because this is pretty much what it's about. It's about having enough. There is enough Aki, there's enough sour sap, there's enough sweet sap, there's enough mango.
It's enough of everything. It's enough of everything worldwide.
Seed, oatmeal, you name it. So
Everything.
One day, that's all we're talking. One day. They say one blood clot day. They just say no. Everything will be
enough is enough. I don't know if you ever heard this saying or even seen the memes on the internet where like the government, there's like a platform and you have like the world under the platform, that's the people, and the government is on top. And if everybody should stand up, that platform would collapse. It's done. It's over. But this is the topic where it's either you're bold and boisterous to take it on, like Hulk little sister, or you go fall back and shut the fuck up. And right now I'm in between. I'm not trying to get caught up with the government. I'm not.
Let me just say this. I love all of God's creation. So whether it's bad government, good government, whatever, I don't let it play because I know all we have to do is start using our mind. I know so many people that have been in a situation where they're hungry, they've been homeless, I've been homeless, lots of things. And this right here is what keeps you
mental, your mental, yep.
That's what I want to teach Jamaica, America, all of my people. Just imagine, just that try, because it's hard to do.
And again, it's not that they don't know that
They just
the
need to keep.
mental is that strong. They know is that sometimes they're not strong enough to use the mental capacity that they have. They're and again, being not strong doesn't make you weak. It just means that you don't either have the financial part of it to get you where you need to go. Like everybody have a vision, everybody have a future, everybody have this vision of you seeing yourself owning your own business, being a big musician, owning businesses. But if you don't have the capacity or the education, because of this world that we're living in, education just seems to be everything when you can do the job, but because you don't have it on paper, you don't get the job. Like that's the thing that pisses me off most of the time. Like I didn't go to school because I didn't have the money to go to school, but the job that you're offering, I could do it with my eyes closed, but you're not giving it to me because on paper I didn't graduate. I didn't go to college. I didn't go to university. And like, what are we doing? When did it became a black and put it on black and white? And again, I guess that's the life in the world we're living in.
When you think about it, just think about it like this. We all have choices when we come here, even though sometimes people make us think we don't have choices, and then you do something where they're saying,
we got choices, all right. You best believe we do.
so just to say it's that like someone say you're not supposed to do it, and but you do it anyway, like sneaking or whatever. You've done it. That was your choice, whether trouble comes from it or not. The one thing that a person who I'm gonna say knows like me, I'm passionate about a lot of things. But what I've learned is passion can get you in trouble. And one thing is true in life is that you cannot save another person's soul. The greatest thing
That's not your job. That's never been your job to save somebody's soul. You can pray for the person, but that person can only save their own soul. That's not your job. That's not your job.
if you're diligent in your works, if you're not making a bunch of money, it doesn't matter. If you're diligent, loving, kind, doing your job, whatever it is, you will be the greatest example of somebody. See, this is why I say that.
All right. I get what you're saying. Put it this way. All right. Say I have a trade that I'm good at. I will not teach you because I don't want you to be better than me. I will not teach you because I don't want you to excel past me. And I'm like, okay, what if I teach you my skill and you become better than me? And you even surpass me within the skill. But maybe you're there to help 20 people in the future. And those 20 people that you're going to help, going to put lawyers, doctors, engineers, all them people through school. And that's going to fall back in the future on me and you, because we black. So now we're going to take it to a race fucking slur. It's going to help us in the future. But because I'm selfish and bad mind, I'm not going to teach you my skill because I don't want you to surpass me. That's dumb. That's like I said, these are topics that is never ending. Never ending.
You see this what you're talking about? I'm not going to say everybody, but me, I like to be honest about life so I can understand other people, to not get in that same place. That you're talking about is a feeling I've had. Because I've taught people and I've watched people surpass me, and I've watched people look at something that I'm doing and try to take it and go over my head. And at the same time, I've seen people not succeed with that thing too. So it's not about them. If somebody wants to keep something to themselves.
Do you realize it's a circle that's been going on when it comes to our race, where we've been always taught to share our experience, our knowledge with the world, and then people take it and run with it and become millionaire and even enslave us because of it. And we never stop. Even till this day, we never stop teaching what we know as a race. The simplest thing as
wait. Let me just say this. How about we don't like to teach it to each other, but we'll teach it to everybody else?
There you go. There you go. But then you have to ask yourself, where did it all go wrong? What happened?
Where it
What
went
happened?
wrong? Went wrong when somebody decided they want to squeeze uh, instead of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the fear that's set. It's like, okay, well, I only have enough. If I don't, you see, let me tell you, I was just telling my sister this, okay? People should open their eyes right now to see that it doesn't even matter if you're a billionaire. You can be a billionaire today and broke tomorrow. Let them.
You can be a billionaire today and broke today. Today,
So,
not tomorrow.
I
Today.
not too far, didn't I? I should have said today, but I gave too much time. You put me corrected.
Today.
You
Today.
can be a billionaire today, and let that be. That's what they said. That's why the things that we give things away is because we don't
For
realize.
free. For free. For free.
Once
Because we are that type of people. We like to, we're nourishing people. Black people, we are nourishers. We will teach you how to cook, how to wash, how to do hair, how to clean your house, how to keep your husband. And when it comes down to the point, everybody that we taught are 10 times better than we are.
And instead of us bringing each other from yard to abroad, making a way where we can travel with one another, making a way
I
share.
don't know if you've noticed, you're an American. I'm Jamaican. And I could say this loud and proud, and I don't really give a shit. As Jamaican, we will bring you from yard to abroad, but your expand time is 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, you're on your own. Why not help me not to get where you are, but give me opportunity to get where I get? It's like a crossroad. If we all standing on the right side of the crossroad and you don't teach me to get over to the other side, maybe me going over the other side is the opportunity to come back and get you, to get your generation, to get mines. But because you don't want me to pass you, we all standing at the crossroad and ain't nobody crossing at the crossroad.
No, and I'm telling you, it's so strange because me, I'm a person like and when I go there, I will tell people, don't call me foreigner. Call me the American Yardie, anything. But don't call me foreigner because when I go there, I don't act like a foreigner. You know what I'm saying? I don't act like I'm afraid of the people. I'm gonna talk shit to you in the fish market if you try to scam me. Now I gotta break you up the best you
It is
can.
what it is. It
We'll do it.
is.
Yeah,
And the worst thing about it, you as a black woman, a black American woman, they will quicker to scam you out than, let's be honest, when a tourist come up and buying the same fruit. Because the blonde hair, blue eye, you'll get away with murder, but you, I'm gonna charge you double. Like, what are we doing?
you know me, like I said, since I know better, I just speak up about it. Straight up. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? You want to call me that, but don't call me that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, when here in US, I only deal with Caribbean and culture people. I mean, like, I'm not saying I don't deal with American people, but the places I go and the things that I do, it's cultural. If it's American people, they really
All right.
into, you
Now
know.
we're gonna go off topic. Yesterday, I was actually watching The Woman King. I don't know if you saw it already. Yeah. And I got so emotional yesterday. Even my daughter was like, Mommy, why are you crying? But it brought me to a place like, what if we weren't taken, not me and you, because we weren't taken from nowhere, because you was born in the States and I was born in Jamaica, grew up in Europe. So me and you wasn't taken from nowhere. But what if we weren't taken from the continent of Africa and spread all over the world? We're royalties. Like, what if? That what if had me crying my eyes out like,
Let me tell
what
you,
if y'all didn't fucking mess us up? Where would I be in Africa?
let me tell you,
Where am I from? I don't know where I'm from. You could tell me, oh, you could be from Nigeria, Ghana, or Sierra Leone. Where am I from? And I hate when people say, oh, go back to your country. Where am I going back to? Where? The Caribbean where I was born? That's not where I'm from. That's not where my ancestors are from. Where am I going back to? I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I belong. Where the fuck am I from?
You know what makes me
I know,
even
blessed yourself.
what makes me even sadder than that? For one, we are not people that were even taken from somewhere. So the fact that they come with these stories, some of us were taken from somewhere. But the one, the way it's life is set, people who don't have a history are telling us our history. Just like they telling this one artist, he's sick and he crazy because he's saying y'all is robbers and thieves. And I'm gonna tell everybody. I don't care if you kill me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There are some people who don't have a story that will actually come and create a story off of our story. There's been people all over this place, all over the lands before, somebody in their boat that was taught how to make a boat, get in it and sail. Okay? This is what we're dealing with.
You
So
want me to tell you? You want me to tell you where the first slave boat was made and where it came from?
where?
Right in this country,
You see?
Holland
Let me
made
tell
the
you,
first slavery boat that went to Africa and
we're
put our
gonna
people in there,
we're
and she
gonna
was
have
all over the world.
we're gonna have
Holland made the first boat that came, but that's a never-ending story.
And then not only that, let me tell you something. You think some of these people who wearing crowns over us would know how to put that on their head to be able to rule people without
Who died and made them kings and queens? That's my question for all these years. Who gave you authority? Who makes you? You came to Africa and you separated the actually real kings and queens, the real Hebrews, the real Jews of the world, and you separate us and shipped us off over the
Yeah.
world, and then you crown yourself kings and queen. Who blocked that?
You know,
You know what?
they were taught to Mississippi to be able to fit those because you can't anybody can go get a crown from the store and put it on their head, but to be able to do it and
Heavy is the head that wear the crown.
you
Heavy.
they had to get even up to presidents. Remember now, this is a fraternity or initiation system. Even in life, they initiated coming through.
There you go. You use the word. That's it. Initiation. That's it.
So
Ain't no
to
going around.
listen to what I'm saying now. We're talking about a people who don't have a system of their own. Not even if you called it Greek or whatever. We're talking.
They don't.
So the foundation that is set right now is our own foundation being used against us. And you hear people called Depi, you hear people called voodoo, it's because we have been afraid. We've been taught to fear it because at first, some people come
All right. I was having this conversation with my sister who's a true Christian. And I told her last week, I said, did you know that why the word voodoo came to play and obeah came to play is because the white man didn't understand our knowledge of self-healing. When we were sick, we go into a trance and we praise to the ancestors and we run around the fires and we praise the ground and we praise the sun. And because the white man didn't understand what we were doing, once we were enslaved, it became forbidden. It was banned. So, and especially the English, they banned everything that they knew was our healing. They banned everything that they knew that gave us energy and power. And if you, back in the days, if you would do the Bushman medicine, you would go to jail or you get killed, you get hanged because it's black magic. So everything that was ours that they came and saw us doing before we even knew they exist, they took it away. And me and you that was born in the Western world and born in the New World, we look at it as, no, you can't do certain things because of voodoo. But we were doing it before we were disrupted. And we was okay. Who were we praying to before the blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus came into play?
Well, not only that,
Who are we preaching to? Who are we? All right.
Look,
we black people, we tend to go back to the ancestors, the one that died before us, the one that gave us knowledge, which is great grandma, the one that was enslaved. but they have the real knowledge, and we don't know the real knowledge because it was bad.
Yes, look at what's going on. Remember, I was talking about this imagination. For one, some of us have this knowledge embedded deep in us. Like me, I'm a person, I'm
Take
knowledgeable.
it out.
So many times
It's in our DNA. It's what we were made of. That's why they're so fascinated with the simply blood that we bleed. It's different than theirs. They're just fascinated by it.
created an entire world system just to monitor us. Like, let me give you the first example. For one,
Worldwide.
hospital business and all this stuff, and all these things is just to collect blood. That's the first thing, because that's the first thing they do to you when you go there.
Girl, you ain't gotta tell me about that one. They be taking bottles and bottles of blood from our ass.
This slavery thing, you know what they call plagiarism. You see, slavery was something that was made, it was planned, and then it was created because they didn't just pick up black people and bring them.
You speak to the audience. I feel like I gotta go pee. Just talk to them.
I'm talking, but anyway, we weren't just picked up and voted to all of these different places, various places and different countries. We were actually living places, you know, different carbon people, different islands, different nations. We were already that. So for, you know, cave dwellers or whatever to come and create their story, like the Jesus stories that's already been created. They just come and retell us in their writings. Or this slave story. Slavery was actually, well, white people have been slaves too. Let me just say that, okay? And I don't know if it was called slaves. It was just different. You know, you have helpers or whatever you want to call them. But we already have a story of building this nation here in U.S., in Mexico, different places, in China. People of color already existed places. So the slave story was something like movement or something. You know, you had to go with people. You had to use other black people. It was something that was underhandedly, it was planned. And then everything strategic about it, you know. People when it comes to orchestrating life on Earth. Let's just put it like that. So
You know, like I say, we as a black nation, I think we need to start united together. Unite is the word.
You see the
We are
brother
too gullible. How can every nation from the Chinese to the Indian, the Asians, you name it, they stick together. They got each other back, but we never have each other's back. Like, where did it all go wrong? And this whole entire Uncle Tom
tell you,
year that we have, it's ridiculous.
This thing is perpetrated. And the reason why I say that is because you can watch the younger generation. That's not hitting them the same way. What hits them, maybe when they get into the money part, after they start getting out of high school and they get to see the advantage from some people who are being held back. But this what's going on between blacks. Is this why I don't like to say we don't do this to each other, we don't do that, we don't. I can tell you one reason why we don't like to support each other's business. The main reason, and I'm gonna speak for myself, is because we all have like the same talent for some reason. Like you know, it's weird that we.
It's that bloodline.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's the DNA.
But because we have,
you do, I can do. It's the bloodline.
yeah,
But we rather teach it to the world than teach it to ourselves, or at least support ourselves. I will not buy cake from you because I know you can bake and I can bake. So I'm not going to buy no cake from you because whatever she do, I can do it too. But let somebody else that's Non-black bake the cake. We go buy her cake.
Well, the magic cake is presented for everybody to buy, not just the blacks. The magic.
Yeah, yeah.
So another thing with what they do with blacks, okay, we are.
All right. Let me just simply break it down. You got a dollar store, yeah, and you're selling the same thing. Let's break it down. The Chinese man is selling or the Paki is selling. Yeah, the Indians, whatever. Again, I would rather go into the Chinese store or the Paki store and spend my money in there because maybe I'll get $1 off, whatever, than come to your store as a black woman and spend my black money with you because you're too expensive.
So I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. So I can present this perpetration. And I'm gonna do it with Yard. Okay. And it's happening here too, but Yard is the perfect place to show you this example. How are you gonna sell grocery in the grocery store more than what it costs in US? Okay, the products in the store now, because I'm coming from US with my US dollars. The grocery in the store costs more than it would in the US. And the dollar bill from Bank of America right here is worth less in Jamaica. And you expect the people to go there and shop. This is what happens to the majority of black people. Black people.
But that's the thing. That's the thing though. We will go to Mr. Chin and Miss Chin and purchase stuff out of their store. Then I will come to you to have a corner shop on the store and buy your stuff. Because to me, she $3 more than or 50 cents more than Mr. Chin.
That's why, because there is some unseen force planning this.
Twin, somebody's saying, hello, Twin. This is your classmate, Regina.
Oh, hey, Regina, I love you. I wish, look, you're gonna have to let me see this because I can't see nothing. I got my phone turned back. But yeah, these things, like I'm saying, we are being presented with advertisement, advertisement.
Yeah,
like
the eyes.
Yeah, so with those eyes, let me tell you, people would rather, I know I keep saying, let me tell you a lot. I don't know why I'm doing that, but anyway, I'm using the word so much. I've seen people that would rather a Nike shirt, or, you're going to beg me for something not necessary, and you look like you need to eat. This is something that's hard for everybody, whatever color you are, but there is a target we're used for all type of advertisement. We're used to advertise what poor means. We're used to advertise.
But did you know that came back down to the slavery time where Sunday best and the house slave, as they will call it, the house nigger, where the house nigger would always dress appropriately and always look good. And then me and you that works in the field and live in a little shack, and Sunday we get to put on a little, do our hair and put on maybe a little chain that's made out of copper and put on our Sunday best. So that's where the marketing comes down to, where we as black folks will buy the Versace, the Louis Vuitton, the Tommy Hilfiger, the brand.
How much
the
people?
Brand. And these rich white people ain't even wearing them brand themselves. When we wake up, I don't give two shits about brand. As long as I look good, I don't give a shit about no name brand. I will not spend no $2,000, $3,000 on no brand. And I got my bills to pay. My kids got to eat. My daughter is studying to be a nurse, and I got to help her with her school and her bills. And I'm going to buy a Louis Vuitton that costs $1,000. Hey, I'd rather die.
How much people like to keep on their Sunday best? Are they raring to get out of it as soon as church over? I'm talking about before you get home. You taking off stuff.
I don't do Sunday best, sweetheart. I do my best, but I don't do Sunday best. That's a lie.
Even all of
the lies you tell.
It's not comfortable. People want to get out of it. flash because it's uncomfortable. The flash is uncomfortable. What's comfortable is skin. So the closer you can get to it, a shirt that where you can feel your skin and it's not all jammed up, you want that. You want stuff on next to your body that makes you feel good. So we're doing it because it's perpetrated. It's put in our face. It's put in our TV when you walk outside, when up on a lot of this stuff.
You know, when you're a teenager growing up and you're in middle school or even high school, you feel like you got to keep up with the Joneses, where you got to feel like, oh, I have to have the latest clothes that comes out or the latest shoes that comes out. As a teenager, it's fine. You're allowed to feel like that. But once you become a grown-ass man or woman, you become a mama or dad, you're paying taxes, you're paying your own bills, I think it's time for you to get out of that mentality of, oh, the new Louis Vuitton bag just came out or the new Nike shoes just came out, I got to cop that. Now, if you like the shoes because you think the quality is better and you can buy a new pair of name brand and you can rock it for the next 5-6 years and you're good because the quality is good, fine, do that. But do not, like in Jamaica, we have a saying, do not buy champagne with cola money, bitch, you go broke.
You better, so you can enjoy cola, buy champagne cola.
I would drink water. I love my H2O.
Cola. But they got champagne cola. Get that one, that brand. Since you got to be champagne, just get the one. But look, Empress, you got some more questions for me because I'm actually getting ready to go to a 14th annual Sound
You know what I'm going to do? I ain't going to ask you no more question. I'm just going to let you take the platform, bless up who you got to bless up. Let everybody know what platform they can reach you on, and we done.
Some people, I want to bless up some people. First, I want to bless up T. Lynch. T. Lynch Records, Terry Brown. You're awesome, outstanding. G Action, the man you just put off with Dissatisfaction. We see him making you smile. One cool brethren. Big up yourself, the style, Kev Kemet. Big up yourself, Empress Kimani, Little Kirk, Rico Banton, Aisha Blender, Everton Blender, the Blender family. Big up yourself, my love on the Bud.
Yep.
I have to big up Tanya Stevens. If you ever get this one, I'm looking for you in a couple of weeks when we come my yard. Love you, Taras. And Jamaica, whoever's watching from Jamaica, I love you. Prophet Tashamba X, Echo Sensation, Father Never, big up yourself. A big party tonight, so we're gonna have good fun.
Definitely. And I got some plans in the making myself for next year, so you never know. Maybe I'll see you next year.
I would love that, and I'm gonna also challenge you this too. Let's keep in touch so we can create a plan.
Definitely, I'm all for it. No talking, because you know we black people, we like to just fucking chat and don't know action to back it up. Well, I'm ready to back my shit up. I'm up and gunning, like I'm ready. Chester from England have a song that said, ready. I'm ready. You hear me?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is wonderful, Empress Brenda.
I
Wonderful.
am ready. You hear me? Like,
Yes.
no joke. I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's make a difference in this damn.
Thank you. Hey, thank you for this platform because this went. I mean, you know, there were some things I wanted to talk about and hit them, and I'm so glad. And yeah, let's keep it going. The artist, the thing that we skipped over to, it goes along with what we were talking about. So, because there's a guidance that needs to be going on.
Most definitely. Like I said, ready. Like Chester said, ready. I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this. Like, there have to be some kind of changes, and especially within the music industry, I think it's time for. Remember, without the artist, there will be no industry. And you are the artist. And without you, the industry is going to collapse. So what are you doing? Why are you letting the label define who you are or defining your talent?
Because once we started, they're going to be coming to us. Remember, every nation has taken up our style to party, whether it's rap, reggae, R&B. I mean, from Holland, UK, Germany, everybody is doing whatever type of talent.
I don't know if a couple of weeks ago you get a whiff of I don't remember with Khalifa, not an American artist, but the one from Africa had make a comment by saying all the black music came from Africa and especially the Jamaican genre of music, and a lot of people got in their feelings and felt like da 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 da. Da. But I'm thinking, where is your culture from? The beating of the drums, the swaying of your waistline. You think that came from the Caribbean? You think that came from the States? It came from your ancestor from Africa. It's in your DNA. So why do we make the one drop, doom, doom, and then Africa came and make two? It doesn't matter. It all came from your ancestor. Why are you in your feelings? Acknowledge the fact that the music that you made these days are from your ancestors from Africa. You just give it a different twist. That's all it is. Get over yourself.
So that's why the brethren trying to tell everybody, look, everything is about us. Everything is about us. And people trying to squash that. Yes, everything, every single
Jazz, hip hop, pop music, reggae, dancehall, all sway from Africa.
hairstyle, anything that has
Everything, sweetheart. Everything. My braids that I have in, we the Caribbean or the American didn't came up with braids. The Africans was rocking braids before we even know what braids was.
everything.
We were enslaved and we took it to every continent that they dropped us. We took it with us. Like the Suriname or the Africans, I should say, have a style where you braid your hair and you would put grains in your braids. You would put rice grain or peas. So when you was brought from one place to the next, once you got settled down, you pull your braids out like the cane rows. You pull it out and you got your grains in there because back then you weren't allowed to. You weren't a trader, so you weren't allowed to take no grains with you. Doesn't matter what grains it was. So we used to braid our hair real thick, and we used to put the grains in there.
Let me just say something real quick. You see that?
Knowledge is key.
You see that story? Okay, people did that even before this slavery. Because remember, we're travelers. We're travelers.
Yeah.
Big people. We were travelers, so we would do certain things a certain way. I mean, just imagine if you didn't want to carry a bunch of rice from where you're going, and
Let me ask you this: how much do you know about the Mormons? Did you get taught about the Mormons in school as an American student, or me as a Jamaican European student? We were never taught about the Mormons, but the Mormons was traveling the world before the European or any blonde hair, blue eye person was, and we were the one that taught them the first.
And they
knowledge of the stars, how to count the stars, how to do the comets. We were the one that taught them the first operation of doing a brain surgery. The Mormons, and then when we taught them everything, they murder a whole entire race. How do you murder a whole entire race? Like there ain't not one Mormons left on this world. What happened to the Mormons? Why did y'all kill them?
But then when we start talking about it, we sick.
You know what? Let's forget this conversation because, like I said, it's never ending. I want you to enjoy yourself tonight.
Yes.
Go all out. Bless up yourself. We will definitely keep in touch, and I will send you this interview if I get a chance to download it because these days it's not allowing me to download my interviews. I don't know. Big brother is watching.
We love you, big brother.
We respect the big brother because they got an eye on us, but we still gonna do us regardless. But anyways, Goddess, bless up yourself. It's a pleasure to have you over here. Do your thing, enjoy yourself tonight, and we'll keep in touch. Good night, guys. Okay, good night.